Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Folding with Tim. And James isn't here today, so I'm just gonna have to do this alone. But hopefully my origami skills are up to par, so let's get started. First things first, we gotta clean your hands. Always wash your hands before performing folding. Yeah, make sure it's extremely clean. Oh, I can smell cleanliness. And now you gotta make sure you eat Altoid. Make sure it's these are fresh Altoids. We want to be not currently sponsored by Altoids, but if you're willing to give us some money, then we'll gladly sponsor you. Okay, so first we eat the Altoid. It's very easy. It's so good. Okay, let's begin folding. So over here, we'll show you. This is a kunai with a knife on the end, and we will be folding a couple of these. Here's a double-bladed kunai. Let's see, it's very finely crafted. And this is lastly the basic kunai. Here are some examples of them. And yeah, we're very stabby. They're used for stabbing things such as people and objects. So let's start with a piece of normal paper. This is a normal 8x11 piece of printer paper. Save your paper and be sustainable. Okay, so we're gonna fold it in half, hamburger style first. And here, that's one fold. And then we're gonna fold it on the other side as well. And now we're gonna rip the paper after folding it to get the middle. Make sure your rips are very precise. And see the clean cut. You can't tell these halves apart at all. And now we take one of our halves and we fold it again and we rip it in half. Make sure that you're very precise with your rips because this is going to come into play later on. Here's our last one. And we're going to rip it. You see, if you use the table as a side for your ripping, then you make sure that every single cut is clean. Now, we take one of our fourths and we fold it hot dog style. You see, the hot dog style is the longer side is getting folded. So it looks like you can put a nice dog inside of that piece of paper and eat it. So first we begin by taking the corners and then folding it to the center. As you can see, it's sort of like the beginning of a paper airplane. And then we do the same thing on the other side of the piece of paper, so it looks like a hexagon. And then we fold it again from the corner to the middle, so it's like a sort of rhombus shaped object. And we do this multiple times. So here's another one. We are doing it very fast. For the sake of time, we're gonna show you. Here's what a completed one looks like. And then we have to make 4 of these, one for each paper. And here's some tape. We're gonna need to tape them all together. And this is what 4 of them together look like. And yeah, we are looking for all of these pieces. And we take them all and we tape them together. Here's some more. Take 2 of them and you just sort of mash it in there like you're combining them. So you fold each half on top of them and you combine it, just like I'm doing right here. Okay, now that we have those combined, we take the tape and then we tape them together. So I take this tape and then I fold it around the tip. Now you gotta make sure you put it on the tip, because if you don't put it on the tip, then it won't get sharp and you can't stab people very strongly. Strongly recommend making sure the tip is pointy. So here we have both of these, and now we're gonna apply the shaft to the tip. But first we gotta make the shaft. So we take another piece of paper, 8 by 11, and we begin by just rolling it. And now normally you would do this very precisely and very finely, but for the sake of time we're just gonna wing it. Yep, and there's tape. Ta-da! Okay, and here we go. This is what our shaft looks like. And now we insert the shaft into the tip slowly. Making sure not to break the tip. Okay, and now we take another tip and we place it on the side. Hang on, I'm a little clumsy today with my hands. These hands are a little tired. Now we take the tape and we use it to adhere edge of the stick to the side of the point, and we have to do it on both sides. Okay, and there we go. Here is one side total. And now we'll make the ring feature after applying the second tip. The second tip is very important because it provides a covering for the first tip. You want to make sure that the first tip is always never seen, never heard. Okay, we're taping it again. And so after this, we're going to be making the circular sort of grip on the holding end of the kunai. So here you have this piece of paper that I just folded, and then I rolled it and I taped it so that it's circular. So you can take another fourth of paper and then fold it in, and then fold it into a ring, and then you just insert it into itself and then tape it together. Ta-da! Okay, now let's put them in. We have the tip, the second tip, inserted into the shaft, inserted into the hole of the ring. No, this is actually not how we do it. I just forgot. Give me a second, I'm trying to remember. So we fold the side of the kunai, the shaft, around, and then we just tape it in. Grab the Scotch tape. Now I recommend using duct tape because duct tape is powerful, but Scotch tape is a good alternative. And here we have a completely folded kunai. Let me show the camera it. Let's do a 3D rotation. Ooh, you see? It's as easy as that, and then you have a kunai, and we're done. Cut.
So hot.